Hi, welcome. Hello. I'm Angie. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot, where I teach many lessons on astrology and how to read your personal birth chart. Also, of course, offer free tarot readings to anyone who may find the information useful. My intent is always to bring messages of the best and highest good for anyone that sees the messages when they see it. So my messages are timeless. So trust if the title brought you in because of it, then you are meant to be here. I wanted to talk about something that's been kind of in my craw a little bit. Last week, I did a Deepak and Oprah meditation. It's on the Deepak Chopra meditation app, and I was randomly picking, going through and just snapping my finger. Okay, which one am I supposed to do today? And it landed on the meditation number 17. Yeah, just a couple notes here. And it started with Oprah giving a quote that said, "If you do not tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell it about other people." It was day 17, Miraculous Communication. And she said it was by Virginia Woolf. And as soon as she said that, I drew a little wolf that was howling at the moon. And then just the quote, "Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?" Question mark. So as it went on, Deepak came on to kind of give his spiel. Four of Swords there of healing on the bottom of the deck. And he was saying people shrink from truths because of block, right? Anxiety, the fear of judgment, insecurities, etc. But that hiding from the truth because we're afraid will only make that fear grow. Okay, you got to stand there and look straight in the eye. There are blocks that occur in every relationship because of these, truths that are unspoken, no matter whether that's family, friendship, or love relationships, business partnerships, all of the above, right? They grow harder to overcome as time goes on. So the longer you kind of don't bring out, I guess, this honesty talk and these truths, the more harmful it becomes. Three of Wands there on the bottom. We're asking us, we're going to kind of stay mired in the past with all those skeletons kind of floating around her. She is waiting for that, another portal energy, waiting for that portal to open for this new chance. There is a snake on her scepter. Just note there. So again, those blocks then just become harder to overcome, is what he was saying. So there is a way to speak those truths without them being harmful in in an energy of healing. Okay. He said that there are some basic truths about healing. And the first one of those is it does begin with the self, because it opens space for toxins to be released physically from our body that worry, anxiety, and stress bring in. He said emotional healing is the most important kind because what we want the most, we're too afraid to ask for. And that's damaging to our insides, right? And it comes out as projection onto others people. So I'm going to leave that there. We've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Seems like a good start to me. He said that in a relationship without honest, heartfelt communication, emotional healing is blocked. So it makes it impossible to heal if you're not talking about it. Okay, even to yourself. This is a truth for your own self. Because when that happens, the relationship turns in the wrong direction because both people hang on to resentments and grievances, which always pour out into trivial arguments that don't mean anything. Then blame and toxic shame is exchanged. Just curious here. Gratitude, number 15. Balance and choices. So blame and toxic words are exchanged and no wounds are healed, right? So now you're only compounding that painful truth from the very beginning, because now there's more to add on to it, which digs into that deeper well of the pain, right? And those old wounds are simply opened up or ripped open, and then they pour out their pain in relationships. Okay. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And the funny thing was, I pulled a couple of those cards that I was shuffling, and I got New Chapter, which was a portal energy. And that was like an interchange and transformation card. I also had that the Friday prior on 225, and I just got the deck. It's the second time I used it, got that same New Chapter card. It was crossed by Hope, which kind of looks like this cosmic energy here. And it was all about the sacral chakra. And I'm like, what is the deal with this orange? Everybody keeps saying they had so many syncs with my Soulful Revolution read about orange. Okay, so there's an opportunity to learn, heal, and transform. So it's about clearing and balancing and truly seeing our own wounds. What is the story I wrote down that we're telling ourselves here? Now, in this card, it was very plain at first sight, and it was an archway of a bright white light opening with purples and like teal blue around it. And on one side, I don't know if you'll be able to even see. On one side of that portal, there was an angel they were pointing to a figure 8, like it was on the left-hand side in the past. You can keep doing this, getting on that same road. On the other side of the portal was another angel taking his finger and like drawing from here to here, which to me was the shape of the North Node symbol. So I'll be really curious to see if those energies come up. Anything again with that sacral chakra. There's some orange energy coming up here on the native spirit cards, that nature spirit cards that came out. Prayer feather and walking in beauty, crossed by, hey Monica, tribal spirit dancer. So that card comes out quite a bit. Just letting your freak flag fly. Well, the moon is still in Aquarius today until 8 o'clock tonight, 8:03, which is an 11 on March 8th. Also a number 11. So we have 3-8 at 8:03. The moon changes into Pisces tonight. Interesting. All right. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? What wolf are you afraid of? So the next two cards about lost my lunch, because when I asked specifically a question, right? Hope steps off leap into a portal following joy. The orange opens the passion. These were just channel messages I was getting. And then this card, communication card with the wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf came flying out. And that choices card that I showed you as I was shuffling there. So let's see what this is all about, guys. I'm ready to hunt it down. Stop it. Did you guys see that? This is the card I was talking about. I was scrying in this, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but just a little tiny figure 8 loop. And then there's the fingers pointing to how to go towards this north node side, but it is going to require a jump off. Okay, so I'll take the message from the top on that from Spirit. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune here. So I want to find out collective here, Wheel of Fortune. So before the cut, the wheel, and that's going to be kind of what this reading's all about here. Card before the cut, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and in the environment right now here is her wanting to walk towards the sun. And that is the number 19 card, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. So a new start toward your own path to happiness. All right. Queen of Wands. So querent listener, that would be you. So showing some confidence here. There is another portal type of energy behind her. It's forming an arc above her head. And I've been getting and writing about doves a lot. the last couple of weeks. So she kind of looks like a dove of hope here. And to me, this is saying that you could be going through some kind of a glow up right now. It's a very decadent feeling in the card. Normally there's a black cat, which I've been getting quite a bit of also, just even on walks outside with Lola. There are orange flowers all around her. She's in a white dress with gold trim. Queen of Wands is all about confidence. It's about creativity and using your talents for the betterment of the higher good. What is the situation we might be fearing here or facing in our Queen of Wands energy? That would be Two of Swords. So definitely a crossroads. Door A or door B? Seriously, are we going to want to go to do this again on the left side, or are we going to come over to the right side and move to this north node this time? So in this card, this Two of Swords is interesting because she is sitting on top of like a piece of driftwood, and one of the crewmen has floated up to the plank of wood she's resting on. And it's either she goes after that sunshine we saw at the bottom of the deck in the environmental energy, or the same thing I was saying with the Three of Wands, that girl was standing in some stagnant water with old skulls floating around her. So this guy's still alive. He's still breathing, but he's, unconscious. So she must have to make a decision here between saving someone that is there or moving towards her own happiness. Wow. Well, you know what I'm going to say to that. Always choose you, because if you ain't happy, nobody else can be happy. All right. What is the opportunity for this truth? A new start and a new direction. The Fool energy, that is, for me, the start of the new year, because Aries is the first sign of that cosmic clock. And Japanese cherry blossoms have been coming up quite a bit as well. I just bought a new notebook that are just for synchronicities only. So this choice between she's looking over her shoulder in the past and what's over on her other side is that sunshine. So it's interesting that both of these cards, first of all three that came out were female, and it is week 1 of Women's History Month, but see how they're both looking, it's like a back shot and they're just like kind of taking a last look back. You could be doing that, collective. What in the recent past brought you to this Queen of Wands status? High Priestess, trusting your intuition on something. And we also see this crescent moon at the bottom of her chair. She's holding a book of truth, again, between two pillars and this pillars with this arch shape. If the dark part of the moon is on the left, that means we're turning on the watts on the right. So that would make sense, because the opportunity here after the new moon, Saturday, which is tomorrow, we start to see the new crescent, because the new moon is dark. And then as that light gets turned on, more and more light will show up into the full moon. Okay, so this is pretty direct here. That could even be the very last crescent moon you came into this, because it was past energy. Interesting. Okay, let's see what this whole reading is all about. Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior, which Chiron is in Aries right now. Okay, the wounded healer is all about what wounds we are here to heal this lifetime. Look in your birth chart for an image that looks like a key. Whatever house that's in, whatever area of life will indicate where that wound could be for you. So Nine of Wands is also about, you're tired, you're almost done, because there's no tens in numerology, because that just goes back to a 1. The 9 is you are almost there. You've had a long, hard slog. I mean, and look at her face. She's like, just come try to mess with me. Come at me. I wish a bitch would. She's like, not afraid of it either. She's like, just try me. Just try me. So again, even though these are all feminines on the board so far, guys, this is about archetypal energy. It's not about male, female, that they're archetypes. Souls are not male or female. They just are energy. And we've all been both and everything in between. Okay, so this is, am I going to keep repeating the same mistakes? 9 of Wands can be repeating the same patterns over and over, but expecting a different result. And it is right underneath this 2 of Swords, this decision time here. Okay, are we, again, it's that same thing I saw in my scry of, are we going to do that again? Okay, on that side of the portal, or are we going to come to this North Node side? Okay. Well, let's see. What is the near future energy of the Fool? 4 of Pentacles, and there's that full moon. Okay, so whatever this truth is, this big bad wolf that we may be facing, there is a leap of faith or an opportunity for a new start here at the full moon, which is on March 25th. And it's also a lunar eclipse. So it's going to be very, very strong energy. Very strong energy. So we're moving from just after a new moon right into a full moon. Okay. What in the past has been a block to you following your intuition or just having a knowing or blocking your confidence? Another female card. This is so interesting. I did not intend this. You saw me shuffle. Okay, it's the Strength card. So in the past, maybe you felt you just did not have the strength to tame your own inner beast here. The Strength card indicates that we had to have strength for something that we feared, right? Because you don't need to have strength if you don't fear something, or if you don't have to face something with bravery. So the Strength card is us doing that. But when it's in the block position, okay, again, for the fears were getting the better. The fears were taking over instead. That big bad wolf of communication, something that we might not wanted to talk about. Okay, but it was blocking our intuition and also your confidence level and your ability to manifest. I swear there's more than just female cards on here, but I'm here for it. Okay, so Page of Cups. So this is a siren energy. Okay, so this 2 of Swords decision, this crossroads, could involve a younger Page of Swords who you may be afraid, is this just a siren song? Is this just another test? I'm gonna go with yeah, because if we failed the test the first time and just repeated patterns, we are so close to this new start. And in this deck, the siren hasn't, taken these men to their death by way of drowning by singing her siren song. This is her collection. So she's looking at all the past, looking in her own cup. Okay, what is the message to herself? Pages are always messengers. Okay, what do we need to know, about ourselves that will help us across this threshold into a new chapter? Intuition is right underneath that. We're talking about that High Priestess energy. Now, since it is book ending, this 2 of Swords here, this Page of Cups, again, they're messengers. So this could be outside information coming to you that will really make you question whether or not to, save this almost dead sailor or go about your own happiness towards your environmental sun that's being offered up to you right now. Okay, that's in a blocked position. Okay, what is the outcome of this leap of faith? So in this full moon, this reminds me of friend Claire from school. If you could see it a little bit closer, looks just like her. 4 of Pentacles is about holding back. It's like, no, I'm just going to stay home in my ball gown. I don't really trust what's out there because, you know, look at her face again. You are almost there as far as stepping away from some kind of long, drawn out actions. You know, Nine of Wands is, that could be like 9 weeks of something here. Page of Swords, this can be information coming from the outside or coming from a younger person or be about a younger person. And the outcome here is the Devil card. So taking a leap of faith, someone staying home instead, while there's all these emotions pouring in through the window of this Four of Pentacles. And then she has her back turned to the moon, which the High Priestess, I mean, Pisces and Cancerian energy there. Four of Pentacles being the cardinal sign of Earth, which would be Capricorn. All these emotions are pouring in from the outside, kind of begging her to come out and play in the moon. But it's like she's turning her back to the full moon. The full moons are all about revelations, about something that is piled up over time. And whatever that's about could have to do with a leap of faith you're about to take or an opportunity to look at a leap from the last time and maybe make a different decision this time. So we're coming Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands to Devil. I'm going to get more cards on this Devil here. I like to come 6 out. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There's that Hanged Man, Pisces energy. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, wow, major arcana galore here on the outcome, guys. Book ending this major arcana here. Opportunity to learn or take a leap of faith. You could be worried that it is towards something you are kind of addicted to, or maybe these wounds or this truth you're like hiding. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, right? She's staying inside instead of going out and howling at the moon. So what is this fear here, guys? This has put you on pause, and this is my pink card. She's hanging from, they're not called threads. They're not called straps, trapeze, but silks. She's hanging from silks, so that reminds me of pink, and that same arch is back here, and another full moon. This is coming up by the end of the month. You're taking a new look at or seeing this Devil in a different perspective of, as in, this challenge is what gets me to move forward, and looking at it dead in the eye. If you can see this white chess piece and this black chess piece, that is indicative of balancing our own divine feminine and masculine energies within us, so that you can get on the chariot. The chariot is driven by the emperor without any reins, because you understand that you intuitively know where to go. You are now balanced. Okay, and this is actually a flying carpet there that she's on. And by the end of Pisces time, yeah, because then we'll be in Aries soon here. Devil energy, more Capricorn energy. So Capricorn's power card. You could be afraid of taking this leap of faith that it's just going to be another devil, right? But I do feel like you've learned your lesson of discernment, because you already earned your High Priestess stripes in the past here. And the Fool being the opportunity means that that tower has fallen already. And this is the new start, because that would be the world's already closed it up. That lesson has been learned. So maybe you're kind of holding yourself back, afraid you'll make this mistake again. I think once you do see this devil from a new perspective, that's addiction to anything. That can be addiction to fear, to lying, to food, to anything that we feel like has us chained to it. And we all have devils, guys. So whatever that is for us, it looks like it's trying to block this leap of faith, this new chapter that is presenting itself. That portal is opening, and she's got her back turned to that moon, when the outcome being she's flying off with the moon behind her. She's been there and done that. Look at what secrets was hidden in the moon. It balanced her. Hanged Man is also spiritual enlightenment, guys. You don't, Odin didn't, you know, go in the tree of life for a heyday. He went to become enlightened. And you're the one that decides when to take yourself out of this tree. Okay, looking at what your place in this was. Because again, we're not talking about blame shifting or they did this to me, XYZ. This is about, well, why did I live in an environment or cater to an environment that allowed this unhappiness to grow? Okay, and then thank you for those of you who told me that was from Jude, Where's My Car? This shape, guys, just will not quit. Okay, it's on here. Whatever this new perspective was that you saw here has brought judgment time. So the judgment card, number 20 card, is the issue get off the pot card. This is, are we going to, again, stay back in this old rooted tree? Okay, connected to the past, or we're going to step into that portal of sunshine and into a new chapter. Judgment call is coming to be made, and it is regarding, could be regarding your own financial independence. This is King of Pentacles, which is the fixed earth sign. Could be a Taurean involved, or that's your energy. Again, it's not about the sign. It's the archetype. The archetype of the King of Pentacles is that he focuses on the 3D things in life: time, energy, money, building a future, building their retirement. And then you can see this red hovering in the background here. He's placing this, right, importance kind of over the castle inquiry and this red passion energy. It's like, yeah. Once I get all the things done, then I can go back towards my castle. I think Taurus gets a bad rap sometimes because King of Pentacles are like, oh, boring schmoring. But King of Pentacles is, just because he's not putting his, his actual life out there for everybody to see, doesn't mean that it's not existent. They're just very privately passionate. Okay. This could be something we're moving towards in this new leap of faith. And you see this double perspective in a whole new light, because this truth does get you jump in the chariot and go and take this new chapter, take the new beginning. My Jennifer Love Hewitt card. 7 of Wands. This is taking the high road, standing your ground. When all those wands are coming to battle you, you are taking the high road. And she's not talking, yelling, anything. She's just standing her ground. Okay, she knows what she wants now. This decision is, if it's not already made, it's being presented right now. And it is regarding, loves from the past. This could also be an apology or just a message from a younger person. And it's like, I'm a queen. I don't really date pages. That's not, it's just not a match. The emotional maturity and depth just isn't there yet. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, environmental energy here. We're going to go 6 out as well. And we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas of those 6 cards. major, major, major. So that's a lot of major arcana on the board. Okay, here comes some process cards. So walking toward the sun, that's shining, and this is available right now, this energy. She hasn't jumped off yet, but that is the opportunity. It's so interesting that we don't even see any male figures even present themselves until the very end here of this outcome. It does kind of feel like a test, guys. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Okay, so walking towards the sun, 5 of Pentacles is a lack mindset. She's holding like a fur of peacock feathers around her. This could be someone that was peacocking themselves, right? I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. I can bring you all the happiness ever. I am the sun. When the reality is that this person this could be physical abandonment. And there is like this tunnel, again, this portal energy. Let's see what's bookending the sun. Temperance. Okay. Now, this Temperance card, this is so interesting. Look at this. I haven't used this. This is a brand new deck. I just welcomed her in last night and did the old, what kind of deck are you going to be question fun. So this is the first time I'm using it on the channel. So she is looking this way. She is looking up while she's gazing that way. It's like they're all looking toward this same triangle of stability that's up here. I did do a reading called The Wobble, and there was a balance like of water energy needing to come in and balance out the earth and air elements. Okay, and behind her, it kind of looks like it's an antique mirror, but it reminds me of a compact. It's like she's sitting in a compact. There is a not a lily, a lotus that her jug is pouring into. Temperance is all about shining a light on the pieces within ourselves that are broken. And I haven't seen this kind of rendition. That mirror behind her is broken. Okay. But she's going, yeah, it's broken and I can see that it is. And I'm still beautiful through all those cracks anyway. Doesn't matter. This is facing this truth head on about what makes you happy, guys. Good job. Then we have the 6 of Wands, victory after a long battle. Okay, so it's not just about like, show me what you got anymore. I wish a bitch would. This is actual true victory. And all this purple is very third eye energy of like my high empress is back online. Because when we're not in that mindset, our intuition opens back up, our joys are able to come in, we're able to see clearly into the sun. Yellow Rose of Texas might be some kind of a sign for you. 10 of Pentacles, very cool. So in this deck, the Wheel of Fortune is seen as fated, as the fates, and it's this red string of destiny that ties everything together. And the 10 of Pentacles, she's holding, this is the only other card in the deck that includes the red string as well. And look at that. This is like taking and learning all you could from that south node. Okay, that's the shape of the south node. It looks like a horseshoe with 2 circles up top, and the north node is the opposite. Looks like an upside down horseshoe. So turning that 5 of Pentacles by taking that time, that 14 energy. So another 5. The sun is 19, so that's a 15561. If that means anything to anybody. 10 of Pentacles is all about retirement, happy family, decadent energy of sharing Okay, after this victory, after a long battle, we finally have all the pieces, we have everything we need, and now we're sharing pentacles with others, especially those in our family or closest to us. And then we have this Seven of Pentacles, which is the Swan Lake energy. So if you can see all those wounds, okay, on her arm, those scratches, she been through it. And the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is a waiting energy. It's normally like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Okay. And it's like she's waiting to go on stage, but if you've ever seen a dancer's feet, ballerinas in particular, sorry, Pride, they're pretty gnarly. They get tore up from the floor up. This is a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work. It's been a long slog because whatever this Five of Pentacles, you know, is, you still feel that. Okay, you're showing the confidence in the Queen of Wands, but I said that looks like a glow up energy. It's like, ta-da, I found the peace, I found the hope in this. And if this crossroads is ever presented to me again, am I going to repeat the things, the same old that I've already done, or am I going to do something different for a different result? Okay, because this has been, again, like very, very guarded energy. Whatever this was, did not feel great. Okay, there was some healing involved that's currently going on in the environmental energy now. Putting those pieces to find peace. 1, 2, 3 portal cards here with 2 full moons here in the near future and in the outcome energy. Ace of Cups, new love, new beginning, right underneath that Seven of Pentacles. There's Tower energy, another portal. Okay, that Ace of Cups, guys, we got to fill our own cup first, or else then we're just offering stagnant water or stagnant energy to others. Okay, prayer feather here in this current energy. And again, this orange, this walking in beauty, pulling me right to this mermaid here. The bottom part, her fish part, is a beautiful orange as well. And now this red and orange is surrounding her. Okay. Tapping into the roots, tapping into our passion, understanding we are grounded and we are safe. We can take that dance. And once we heal our own wounds, right underneath that in the environment, wounded healer energy there. Wow. Once you help yourself, we're able to help others, right? So we have, thank you for the new chapter energy showing up for us here in this Cosmic Oracle deck. Let's give the people some advice here, spirit, great angels and guides, ancestors in the planet, known and unknown, who love me unconditionally and are helping me bring messages to the best and highest good of anyone watching whenever they watch. What's about this judgment call here? Celestial teacher, I did say it was a lesson. So this looks like a butterfly to me, and of course, math, I see an XY axis here, but instead of it, you know, it reflects from one side to the other down the Y, but it is not the same when it flips across the X. This is a transformation energy. This was definitely a lesson. Then it's being presented again. So now you have the heads up whether or not you want to choose to engage in that same energy again, which leads me to the reading and the poll I'm going to do next, because oh, this is so fun. I remember writing about that XY axis. Yeah. See here, because I was noticing the energies on either side of that portal. And I wrote down flip reflection across the axis, but not up top and below. This looks like you're allowing this transformation. And I wrote down it's nearly almost a mirror image in that card that was the portal. There are many shades of purple to me, which I made a note of. There are many levels of spiritual ascension, especially if you don't know what's happening to you. It can be very scary. And again, there's an opening. There's an opening in the circle. This opportunity is opening up again. And for that sacral chakra of hope to then light up the solar plexus. Once that sacral chakra is cleared, okay, the sun still shines bright behind the passing dark clouds. All is not as it seems. And I wrote down 4 of Pentacles right there. 4 P's. The passing storm will uncover suppressed emotional energy in need of clearing and balancing. The opportunity is to grow, learn, heal, and transform, change. And I wrote down that the death card, which is the number 13, which is another 4. It's a pillar of healing that we were talking about at the beginning of the reading, the inspiration for it. Wow. And it also said, truly see the imbalances and wounds within you that attract this energy to your space. Only then will you see the lesson, quote unquote. Only then will you transcend the fear and irritability of these cycles and manifest a life of choice. Which, because my communication was environmental energy, bottom of the deck was indeed the choices card. So you can tell I was a little freaked out about that in an exciting way. In an exciting way. Okay. Compassion here, having compassion for ourselves. My next read is going to be about 17, which I've been seeing a lot of. So here we have the 1 card, 10 boils down to 1, and this is 7, celestial teacher. So I'm going to just read us the celestial teacher here. And again, to me, that was like death card energy of transformation. That caterpillar completely dissolves to a liquid. So it changes forms in a very physical 3D way in order to then calculate itself and rebuild its literal body structure into the butterfly. It's beautiful. And we had that 7 of Wands come out last here on the outcome, and the 7 of Pentacles here in the environmental energy with the ace. So 71, 17 may mean something to y'all. All right. Celestial teacher. You are a spiritual being with unlimited potential. There is so much for you to share. This card represents your ability to manifest a reality of your own choosing. In a memento, the Queen of Wands is the master manifester when she is in upright position, okay? Reversed Queen of Wands, cardinal energy, Aries energy is very smug, very full of themselves, because all people, all of the cards have a light aspect and a shadow aspect. So the Queen of Wands is getting a glow up after, having been through some kind of mess. And now it's coming back to test you. You heard it here. You've come a long way, and the world of manifestation that you now find yourself in reflects the wisdom, insight, and clarity you have embraced so far. If you have drawn this card, Spirit is encouraging you to share this wisdom with the world. Unlimited power, light, and sacred knowledge flows through you, for your heart is open and your mind is clear. Trust in your abilities as a teacher, for you have a strong connection to the universal energies of love. Allow divine spirit to speak through you and trust in this process that is unfolding. Trust yourself and trust in what you know. Let go of any doubts or inhibitions that keep you from taking that next step. Guys, number 24 was new chapter. And to me, in my sketch, it looked like, are you going to do this again? Or are we coming over here moving towards that north node? Okay. North Node in Aries is all about leadership. Okay. But not in a selfish way. They'll get those towers if they're continuing to be selfish in partnerships. With Libra on that south end, their tower would be codependency, putting others' needs in front of their own, pouring from an empty cup, etc. Meeting that halfway is independence and autonomy within any type of committed partnerships. It has to be fair and balanced. And if it's not, universal Drano is going to come knock it down anyway. So would you rather be pushed off a high dive, or would we rather come to that decision on our own? Okay, by not embracing and sharing the wisdom you hold, you deny the world the opportunity to experience your unique healing light. So what I was saying here, we had that tribal spirit dancer energy, that celebration that I have arrived. Okay, and then underneath that was wounded healer, and I went on a spiel about you can't heal others until you've gone through the crap yourself, because then you know dang well how hard it is, right? So this is calling you to offer help to those who might be in your same situation, or presented with a situation you were in your past, presented with their crossroads. Many gravitate towards radiant souls who stand empowered. You're a natural teacher, dear one, with natural counseling skills. By speaking your truth and sharing the lessons you've learned, you inspire others to find the courage within them to do the same. Your own unique celestial light, with the guidance of spirit, will bring much love, peace, and clarity to this planet. The increased awareness and light that you have gained is an invaluable resource that will inspire many. Release all doubts and hesitation. Be the divine soul you came here to be. Be the light, love, peace, and stillness that the world seeks. Okay, associated chakras, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. The affirmation is, I am confident as I embrace the teacher within me. I courageously share love, light, and peace with this world. It's on page 29, which is another number 11, which we had for 3-8 today, and 803 tonight, where we change into Pisces. Okay, just curious on this compassion card here. I see all that purple lighting up across her third eye. Just want to look at the associated chakras. She is indeed herself blue, which reminds me of that movie Avatar, right? Having their world destroyed, Mother Earth right there, some Virgo energy coming in. Solar plexus going towards your sun, okay, allowing your joy to simply guide you there. And you are looking at whatever this abandonment wound or injury is, this truth, this wolf that we may not have wanted to face or been afraid of before. But doing so, guys, brings victory, and it brings the money, honey. Doesn't mean it wasn't hard in getting there. But at the end of the day, was it worth it if you learned how to embrace self-love and not pour from an empty cup and focus on your own happiness? This is a kind of a wintry card. She does have on the white dress like we saw with the Queen of Wands. Marriage has been coming up a lot lately too. So by winter time, this is the only masculine in the outcome energy. So this is someone new in the future. Okay, a new energy. That could possibly be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, or someone else who has also gone through a similar circumstance of enlightenment and having to deal with their doubles. Okay, anything that was holding them back. All right. The compassion affirmation is, I am filled with thoughts of gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, and love. Okay. Forgiveness and love. Come back to that original message of heart healing through our own healing first and admitting our truths to ourselves, so that we can once again walk in beauty. Okay. And this prayer feather is reminding me of like a dream catcher above you. So also, if you find a feather soon or have just very recently, not going out to look for one has just come to you or shown itself to you in some way, then there's more confirmation that this message is for you today. Okay. I think you are taking this leap towards looking that devil right in the eye and understanding that if it brought your spiritual enlightenment, that in itself is so worth it. The beauty of Swan Lake is worth every single ugly toe and wound. Which was the duck? Wasn't Ophelia. She was turned into a black swan by admitting her love. I'll have to look that one up. It's not coming to me right now. If you know it, put it in the comments. All right, guys. Beautiful reading here. I think it's gonna shock you quite a bit what this brings in, and information that might be presenting itself to you. It could have been kind of shooting ourselves in our own foot before with things that were in our head and not having a truth that we didn't want to see be revealed. Okay. Literally changes the energy. It changes everything and opens a whole new doorway, a whole new life, a whole new portal. Okay. I already love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You are strong enough to do this. You got this. You can do it. You can all hold hands and walk together. Much love.